Hi friends, very good afternoon all of you. So how are you doing? I hope you're doing great and the day has been great. So today we are starting with a new batch for strategic management. I'm excited to be here and I'm sure even you are excited because this is your first class. So are we ready to start? And before we start, I'd like to tell you the basic protocols. First thing is, please keep your audio in mute because we are recording the classes for the benefit of those students who are unable to attend the live class. Many students have opted for recorded sessions, so we'll be recording this at our end. We'll be recording this, so please keep your mic in mute. Second thing is, at your end, recording is not allowed, whether it is using screen recording or Zoom or any other software. Please don't do that because these are intellectual properties which are obviously copyrighted. This is one thing. And another thing is, please keep your video also off. Okay, otherwise we will see so many awkward videos also. If you are properly formally ready and if you are sitting in front of screen, then it wouldn't make any difference. So people lying down on the bed with shorts and listening to classes, thanks to this COVID and post-COVID complications in teaching and in work from home. So everybody, you do not know what I'm wearing down. I'm wearing a pant though, but maybe you can wear a munde and you can teach also. Only after this is visible now. So I request you to please keep your both audio and video in mute off. Okay, so with that, shall we start? If you are ready, just type ready in the chat box and then we are ready to go. Superb, very good. So we have many students here. I'd like to ask one Mr. Sandeep. Sandeep, in the mic, can you say hi? Hello, Sandeep, are you there?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, sir. How are you?
Superb. I'm also doing great. Are you able to see? And native English speakers, they don't say I'm fine, thank you. I realized very recently, when you ask, hey, how are you? Indians and people from subcontinent or Asia, they say, hey, I'm fine, thank you. How are you? This is so formal. When you go to other countries where English is the primary language for them, they say, not bad. And that too with attitude. Okay, when you ask someone, hey, how are you? Not bad. That's all.
Okay.
So anyway, we'll follow our own style only. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? So Sandeep, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, which website it is?
ICA website.
Zindabad ICI. So ICI content is Bible for us, Quran for us, Bhagavad Gita for us, Torah for us, and Zoroastria's holy book for us. So whatever it is, we have to learn from that only. Though I have given you short notes, I have given you a separate material prepared by me. If you have not yet received, you can ask in chat. I can send it after the class. But see, I'll tell you two things to begin with. Point number one, strategic management is very easy. Very easy means very easy. Even a 6th class or 7th class boy can easily understand the concepts if the lecturer is effective. That is a different story. That is point number one. Point number two, but the biggest challenge with strategic management is understanding it from the point of view of management. The theory you can understand. Implementing this, if you, whatever the 8 chapters you are reading in strategic management textbook, if you can apply all the concepts in real life, can you believe you will be another Ratan Tata? You'll be another Ratan Tata. You'll be another Kumar Mangalam Birla. You'll be another Adi Godrej. You'll be another Rahul Bajaj. It is very difficult to apply the concepts. And the challenge for a student is, you are only a student, you are not exposed to a business. So I'll try to balance this with a lot of case studies and examples. I'll link the theoretical concept with a case study and example so that it will be lively It will enhance the understanding as well. So I'll go with a non-traditional approach. Traditionally, how people teach strategic management, I'll not teach like that. I'll go in a different way, but I ensure that out of 50 you will get 40 plus. My target is out of 50 marks in ICA exam, you should get 40 plus. And another thing is, I will be explaining the concepts from ICI textbook and from the textbook I have prepared, the material I have prepared. At the end of the day, after the session is over, it is your responsibility to complete MCQs. I have given MCQ at the end of every chapter. In ICI study material also it is there. And there is another, another booklet also in ICI website called Case Studies and MCQs. You need to download that and you need to do that also. Okay, if you do not do that, you might not get marks, because in a case study scenario, how to write answers, you should know, isn't it? So I will show you the path. This is ICI website. We are in student section. In that we have in board of knowledge portal, we have foundation, enter, and final. So in that, go to intermediate. Obviously in that ours is 7th paper, EIS and SM. In that, look carefully. You have study material here. Okay, and this is main study material. This is MCQs and case scenarios booklet. I have attached this also in the book I will provide to you at the end, but you can download it from here also. And then referencer for quick revision. These three are most important. If you open referencer for quick revision, no, you'll see all the charts. So one day before the exam or 2 days before the exam, this will be an excellent opportunity in your hand. For example, if you say this, it will be like this. But maybe when you are studying and understanding concepts, it will be very difficult to learn from just these diagrams and charts. But this is for memorizing. For example, look here, strategic levels in organization, corporate level, business level, function. So as such, you will not understand anything from this diagram if you are a first timer. But imagine if you have studied corporate level, business level, functional level in textbook, if you have attended the class, after that, if you are memorizing that, looking at this, it will be very easy. So this last one, referencer for quick revision, this use it for revision. Don't read from it. Don't read from it. Read from study material only. Read from study material only. After reading from study material, for theory quick revision, you can use this link. But obviously, the exam has multiple choice questions and case studies also. So this is also very important. That is also very important. So concepts are important, then revision, then MCQs and case studies. This is how you need to prepare for the paper. So are we clear so far? Sandeep, are we clear so far? Guys, all of you, are we clear so far? I'm entering into study material now.
Yeah.
Very good. So in this study material, there are 2 sections in paper 7. Section 1 is EIS, Enterprise Information Systems. Section B is strategic management. Of course, we are in strategic management. How many chapters are there, guys? So Sandeep, tell me how many chapters are there?
8 chapters.
Obviously 8 chapters. So I suggest you always, whenever you are attending a live class, be very formal, sit properly, have a book, a pen in your hand, and be a disciplined and meticulous student. So don't be casual, don't lie down, or don't, sit relaxed and all. That reduces the seriousness. See, what you wear, how you sit is none of my business when I'm teaching online. Okay, I cannot control you. If you are in physical class, I can say sit properly. Even in physical class also, I will not tell. If you are sleeping also, it is your karma, no? Okay, so chalo, anyway, take a book and pen, write down all this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, copy. This is your syllabus. Chapter 1, Introduction to Strategic Management. Chapter 2, Dynamics of Competitive Strategy. Like that, write down all the 8 in your notebook. Once you have done copying all these 8 chapters as an index, then in the chat box, type done. Then we'll move further. Once you are done, please let me know. The student is asking, sir, class started. It will definitely start at that time only, no? It will not be delayed by 1 second also. Guys, are you done copying this 8 chapter headings as an index contents? Very good. Very good. So, shall we start with the introduction? So, we'll start with chapter 1. What is chapter 1? Introduction to strategic management. Okay. Put the heading chapter 1, introduction to SM. Put the heading chapter 1, introduction to SM. Okay. Chapter 1, introduction to strategic management. Okay. In this word strategic management, in this phrase, 2 words are there. One is strategy and one is management. Correct? In this strategic management phrase, there are 2 words. One is strategy, 2 is management. So first, basically, it is, it is like a strong woman. Now, if you are speaking about today's Women's Day, so strong women. So basically, it is women. And this strong is an adjective. What kind of women? Strong women. So if you observe it like that, it is basically management. What type of management? Strategic management. So strategy is used as an adjective here. Though it can be used as a noun and verb also. Here, what type of management it is? Strategic. That means there is a company, there are board of directors who are managing the company and they are strategic in nature. So there is a company. Company is run by directors, board of directors, and those board of directors are strategic in nature. Now, step 1, let us understand management. What is management? What is management? This management can be understood in 2 different contexts. So first one is angle 1. Management refers to the group of people that manage or run an organization. What is that? Management refers to, where is my pen? Hello. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so management refers to a group of people that manage or run an organization. Now you tell me, in case of company, whose management? At top level. Hello, all of you in the chat box, can you respond? In an organization, if it is incorporated as a company, very good, board of directors. Correct answer. If it is a charitable organization like a trust, it can be a trust also, right? Isn't it? So if it is a trust, you tell me whose management? Guys, can you tell me, in case of trust, whose management? Trustees, managerial committee. Trustees, managerial committee. Okay, governance board, we call governance board. Isn't it? Management committee. Okay. Why it is showing new board? We don't want new board. Okay. Now look here. This is management. Okay. So management can be understood in two ways. What is the first one? It is like a noun, group of people who manage a firm, who manage an organization. Okay, see, those charged with governance, this particular word should be used only and only in auditing. Outside auditing, no one knows this, and you should not use this. There is nothing called those charged with governance in strategic management. So don't superimpose your knowledge of one paper into another paper. You lose marks. Okay, here management means management. Okay, so the first angle of management is group of people who manage an organization. For example, board of directors, for example, trustees, for example, managerial committee, for example, partners, etc. You tell me, in case of ICA, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, who's the management? Council is there, president is there, vice president is there, secretary is there, various committees are there, central council is there, isn't it? That is management. Second aspect, two. What is two here? Two is the functions performed by the above group. Functions performed by the above group. What are functions performed by the above group? Remember, post carbo. This is the acronym. Now you tell me P for, hello, all of you. Can you tell me in the chat box, P for what? Planning. O for, hello. I want you to be active, okay? You might have seen all these things, in your childhood also. O for organizing. Now you tell me S for, D for, C for, A for, R for, B for. O for organizing, correct. S for staffing, excellent. S for staffing. D for directing, very good. D for directing, correct. C for, correct, control. A for administering. A for administering. R for Abraham, no answer from you. Vrinda, all of you, you are supposed to participate, okay? The class should be interactive. A for administering. What is R? Reporting. R for reporting. Okay. Then what is B? Budgeting. Budgeting. Okay. In this, can you identify any difference between this 4 and this 4? Is there any difference? Actually, all of them are known as functions of management. All of them are known as functions of management. But if you observe carefully, A, B, C, D involves a lot of decision making. E, F, G, H are functional level, lower level, operating level works. Planning should be done at strategic level, organizing, strategic level. Staffing can be a function, but staffing happens everywhere. That is a different story. Directing, top level. But when it comes to controlling, it is supervisory level. When it comes to administering, it is operating level. When it comes to reporting, it is subordinate level. Subordinate reports to boss. Budgeting, functional level. So do you understand A, B, C, D is something to do with the top level? Normally, E, F, G, H will be done at lower level. So in our chart, left side, it is used as a noun. Right side, it is used as a verb. Activity, task, work to be done. Work to be done, postcard. So this is management. One side it refers to the team of people like board of directors. Here, for example, board of directors in case of a company. Okay, and the second side it refers to the functions. So this is our first part. Do you understand what is management now? Guys, is this clear? Are we clear so far? You have any doubts up to this? Okay. Very good. Very good. This is our ICI study material. Okay. First, they have given what is business policy since the inception, 19th century, 20th century, how it started and everything they have given. Okay. Thanks to Harvard University. Harvard University systematized this, packaged it into a discipline. Packaged this into a discipline. For example, MBA course is there, no? MBA course is designed recently means not yesterday, day before yesterday, maybe few decades back. Before that, say for example 100 years back, if you go to any university or college and if you ask, hey, I want to study business, there is no course like MBA, there is no course like strategic management. Those days, before strategic management named into strategic management, this was known earlier with the name business policy. So what is business policy? How the business is to be done? What are the roles and responsibilities of various levels of management? What type of decisions they have to make? Decision making. What are the problems faced by an entity? All these things were studied in the name of business policy. But some universities proactively, to begin with this Harvard, they introduced a case study method, a case study based learning. So I have seen, the universities in other countries as well. They never teach the way how we teach any subject or any discipline for any level. You take it LKG or you take it MBA or you take it any master's, undergraduation, post-graduation, or, you are submitting thesis, dissertations and doing PhDs. That is a different approach of learning. I'm not saying it is better or that is better. I'm not speaking about the advantages and disadvantages. But what I am saying is, they will give you more opportunity to learn. They'll give you more opportunity to learn. For example, first day of your business management class, if you are attending in any foreign university, which is a higher end university, they'll give you one case study on day one. For example, why Nokia failed. That will be your case study. Why Nokia failed? And you have to open your laptops, you have to Google a lot, and then you need to learn. You have to go to library. They'll give you e-library also. There will be so many, documents and all. And you'll open Google and you'll say, why Nokia failed. Then 1 lakh results will come. You need to read, you need to learn, and then you need to write a notes. You need to present to your lecturer. Your lecturer will not tell you why Nokia failed. Why Facebook, is able to grow that big business around social networking. They will not tell you. You learn and you tell them. So basically, it started maybe a century back as a business policy, transformed into strategic management now. This is the history. And they have given the history in first 1-2 pages, not relevant from exam point of view. If you want to learn, definitely you can read. This introduction is there now. So the chapter is an attempt to highlight the concept and significance of business policy strategic management. With increased competition, business management has acquired a strategic dimension. All this is, garnishing, putting masala before you make the actual curry. Okay, so all executives and professionals, including chartered accountants, working towards the growth of their businesses must possess sound knowledge of business policy and strategic management. So all these things normal. So first 1-2 pages, what is business policy, how we developed, all these things they have given. But if you want to know business policy, for example, they might ask you for 2 marks or 1 mark, a descriptive question or an objective question. What is business policy? You have to remember this. This is important. Business policy is, write down, 1, the study of functions and responsibilities of senior management. All of you copy this in your book, business policy. Copy this. All of you copy these 4 lines and then say done. Then we'll move further. Hello guys, are you done? Please let me know. Sanuja madam, can you turn on the mic and say hi, please?
Yes, sir.
Hi Sanuja, how are you?
I'm good, sir.
Okay, so where are you from? In Kerala? Which part?
Right now, I'm in Riyadh.
Right now you are in Riyadh. Wow. International strategic management, now it is.
Mhm.
Very good. So what is the time in Riyadh now?
Well,
Night or morning?
morning.
Afternoon. Okay, very good. Super. So can you please read this and Happy Women's Day to begin with? So
Yes, sir.
can you read this para loud?
Mhm.
Read.
Business policy as defined by Christensen and others is a study of the functions and responsibilities of the senior management, the crucial problems that affect success in the total enterprise, and the decisions that determine the direction of the enterprise, direction of the organization, and shape its future.
So now this definition, I want you to break it into 3 parts. I want you to break it into 3 parts. You tell me what are that point number 1, point number 2, point number 3. Bang on, cut 1, cut 2, cut 3. Like that, can you explain 3 parts here? Hello? Madam?
Yes, sir.
Tell madam. Cut it into 3 parts and tell me what is part 1, part 2, part 3. Simple it is.
Study of the functions and responsibilities of the senior management.
1, very good.
The crucial problems that affects the success in the total
Correct. 2, 3.
enterprise, and the decisions that determine the direction of the organization.
Khatam. So there are 3 parts in business policy. In the above para, how business policy evolved over a period of time, how it is transformed into strategic planning, how it transformed into strategic management, how the current day strategic management came, the history is given here. So originally it was known as business policy. So managers used to apply certain techniques. Then later it, was strategic planning. Then after that it is strategic management. Like that they said. Now, can you give me 1-2 examples of techniques managers use? Anyone in the class, can you give me example of 1-2 techniques managers use? Any field of management, any technique. SWOT analysis is a technique. Capital budgeting is a technique, isn't it, for a decision making? So should I hire this guy or no? Should I purchase this machine or no? Should I invest money in this company's shares or no? So you'll calculate ROI. Ratio analysis is a technique. So to enable decision making, they developed techniques. Should I invest? Calculate ROI, and if it is more than cost of capital, accept. Should I purchase this machine? Calculate NPV. If it is positive, purchase. So like that, in every field, if you have read this organization and management or industrial organization and management in your graduation, you remember Taylor, Fail, all these theories are there. Okay, a lot of discussion is there about the Taylor. So I read that in my graduation. Then in costing it is there. When I was doing CMA costing, it was there. And when I came to CA, again it is there in labor cost and all. Then I thought, who's this guy? A lot is there about him. I started reading about, that Taylor and Fail's findings and all. Amazing people, I'm telling you, genius people with lot of brain. And that too, how many decades, how many centuries back? You can consider definitely him to be the father of today's scientific management, whatever it is. So, all this story also, like, 4 persons are there in a company or 100 people are there in a factory. All 100 people are paid based on the time. You work for 1 hour, you will be paid $5. You work for 1 day, you'll be paid $40. So something like that. Okay, you work for 1 day, you'll be paid 1,000 rupees. Where is the value for talent, for efficiency, for performance? Then they started developing, models to measure and respect performance. Hey, you are more efficient. Take this 100 rupees more. Then employee also will be happy. So originally, business policy, it is nothing but some techniques, planning techniques or other techniques used by the managers. From that time, next step, first step is business policy used techniques. Then anticipate future, planning came. Oh my God. Business policy was focusing on the present. Strategic planning in level 2, it started thinking about the future. I am today on 8th March 2022, right? So in 2025, in 2023, in 2040, how I should be. So when I was traveling, previously when I was traveling, I have landed in a airport. The first board I have seen is in Europe. The first board I have seen is this particular place, the name of the place, and they said 2040. So that municipal council of that particular local government, that particular city's local government, in 2040, what the topography of the city should be. They have a vision in their hand. I'm like, what? So we are in 2022, in 2040, how it should be. They are speaking about sustainability. They are speaking about inclusion. They are speaking about diversity. They are speaking about carbon emissions. They are speaking about developing ecosystems. What can be a bigger level of strategic management than this? On the other hand, no disrespect to our country, no disrespect to our local governments. No one can do anything because of population. Okay, we have a great guy, a visionary by name Moksha Gundam Visvesvaraya. Have you heard this name? In India, guys, Bharat Ratna guy, excellent brain. Have you heard this name? So there are people, he is a guy who is considered to be the father of engineering in India. His birthday is also celebrated as Engineers Day, I think. So if you go to Hyderabad, because I am from Hyderabad, I'm telling you, if you go to Hyderabad, if it rains, some roads, you will not understand whether it is a road or whether it is a lake. It will be full of water up to knee level, up to your waist level, up to this level sometimes. And that is the problem with many places. This particular place, this canal system or the water system or the town planning is done by the best of the brains of India. Now you tell me why the best of the brains also, I do not say he failed. He is an excellent guy. I really respect him. It was 50, 60 years back they did. Today, why we are facing this kind of issues? Can you tell me? Corruption. One student is saying corruption. Then anything else? Corruption is one reason. Any other reason? I do not want to speak about, debatable or sensitive topics. My personal opinion, I tell you, in my personal opinion, it is because of population. Population has grown much beyond their calculation. So when maybe India's population was 20 crores or 22 crores, they might have some mathematics in their mind, isn't it? So they might have thought after 10 years, after 1 decade, 2 decade, 3 decade, 4 decade, 1 century, 2 centuries, the growth in population will be like this. They might have anticipated something which has gone grossly wrong. So you are ready for an infrastructure with 30 crore people, whereas India has become 140 crores now. So if you are constructing one metro, if you are, developing a township, it is not for today, no, it is for anticipating the future. You need to make it ready, isn't it? That is how it should be done. So this is second level. First level is business policy using techniques. Second level is strategic planning, looking ahead. Then comes the full package. What is the full package? Strategic management, which includes strategy formulation, strategy implementation, and control. Okay, so if you see the history, there were 3 levels in the history. Okay, so initially the story started. Initially, it started as business policy. Now, what is business policy? Sanuja, can you tell me the 3 points again? What is the first one? Sir, I forgot, sir.
The study of the functions and responsibilities of the senior management.
Very good. Functions and responsibilities of senior management. Okay.
The crucial problems that affect the success in the total enterprise.
Anticipating the problems.
The decisions that determine the direction of the organization and shape its future.
Very good. Decisions relating to
That
the direction, future of the organization, like something called vision, etc., etc., etc. Decisions relating to direction and future of the organization and shaping up the future. Okay, so initially it started with business policy. Then later, business policy converted into, hello, strategic planning. Later, strategic planning converted into strategic management. Strategic management has 2 parts. What are they? Strategy formulation, strategy implementation, and control. Okay, so All of you guys, you understand up to this? Hello. So we read this para now. We read this para and this para. That itself is much more than what is required. That much not required also. Okay, now let us go to strategic management. Okay, so they said about then this is the concept of management, key group of people in an organization. I told you A. Then you know what are the functions they do, like planning, organizing, directing, staffing, controlling, blah blah blah. All this we have discussed. Okay, now read this one. Sanuja, can you read this please?
Management is an influence process to make things happen, to gain command over phenomena, to induce and direct events and people in a particular manner.
Continue.
Influence is backed by power, competence, knowledge, and resources. Managers formulate organizational goals, values, and strategies to cope with, to adapt, and to adjust themselves with the behavior and changes in the environment.
Summary, the whole summary of strategic management they're telling you. So, see, in an organization, if I am of a bigger level, I am vice president finance, and you are finance manager. Obviously, I can influence you. How? Because I have the power. I have the power. Second thing is competence, higher qualifications, experience, high level of set of skills, high knowledge, availability of resources. With that, people influence. And managers formulate organizational goals. So what is your organizational goal at the top level? And value system, culture, all these things, top level people design. Why? To cope up with, to adapt, and to adjust to the environment, to cope up with the environment, to adapt to the environment, and to adjust to the environment. So they are telling you the summary. They're telling you the summary. Okay. Then we entered the concept of strategy. So if you observe, I have started the story. In strategic management, there are two parts. One is strategy, one is management. Now we have completed management. And how business policy transformed into strategic management, I told you. Now we are coming to strategy. After that, we'll go to strategic management. So I am following a systematic approach. Okay, now, what is strategy? Tell me. I'll not spend much time on this. What is strategy? Tell me. Hello, any idea what is strategy? So have you heard when you read Ramayana, Mahabharata, kind of books or stories, have you heard Chakravyuha, Parmavyuha, Suchivyuha, Garudavyuha, Sarpavyuha? So this is nothing but formation of soldiers into a particular design. Say you have 1,000 soldiers, that 1,000 soldiers or 100 chariots or 200 horses or 100 elephants, whatever the resources you have, how you design them? There will be chief of the army. There will be chief of the army. We call it Sarva Sainyadipati, like our Kattappa in Bahubali, or Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, these kind of people in the stories. What they do, they will assign roles and responsibilities to troop leaders. So when you look at strategy, it came from the context of war. Strategy in the context of war. Strategy refers to the art of troop leaders formulation of a design using various resources like soldiers, like horses, like elephants, like chariots, radham we call. So what they do is, like, you take, for example, Kattappa. or you take Dronacharya, they will identify the people. Dronacharya will identify the people. Hey, Karnan, come, you do this. Hey, Ashwadama, come, you do this. Kripacharya, come, you do this. They identify the people and they give a team to them, and they will also tell aerial shot. If I go to satellite view will be there. No, if I go to 10th floor of a building and see down how this formation looks like, it should look like a lotus. That is called Padma Vyuha. It should look like a wheel. It is called Chakra Vyuha. It should look like a snake. It is called Sarpa Vyuha. It should look like a needle. It is called Suchi Vyuha. So they will tell you how it should look like and how it should be formed. You understand? In Robo movie also, you might have seen there are so many robos, Rajnikants, how they form into a ball, into one big python, into a big human being. You remember? Those formations are actually strategies. So basically, the word strategy is derived from the context of war. The word strategy is taken from the context of war. Today, business is also a war, no? Why? Competition. Competition winning the war. How Pepsi and Coke fight? How Colgate and Pepsodent fight? How Horlicks and Boost fight? Horlicks and Complan fight? Isn't it? Isn't it? How companies are fighting. So today, even the business is also a war. How will you win the war? That is the question. So everyone wants to win. Win the competition. It is nothing but win the war. Now the question comes, how? You should have a plan. Strategize, develop ideas, be creative, be innovative. Be innovative. I'll tell you one exceptionally brilliant thing. You will be surprised. Have you seen Santa during Christmas? Like, photos, images, or posters in greeting cards. You tell me, what is the dress of Santa? What is the color? Whether Santa is in blue color or yellow color, what dress he wears? Excellent. Correct, Sanuja. Red. And one more color is also there in his dress. Red and white. Andrina, correct. Red and white. You'll be bloody surprised to know that original Santa was green. His dress was in green color. Do you know that? Go back so many decades, maybe 100 years back if you go, original Santa was dressed in green. Do you know who changed the colors of Santa? It is bloody company called Coke. Have you seen what is the color of Coke tin? Coke color combination, tell me. Red and white. Coke color combination is red. They rebranded Santa and proudly they proclaim, even now also, you go to any other country in the months of October and November, Coke will do extensive campaigns. Proudly they say modern day Santa's dress is designed by Coke. I'm like, when I came to know this for the first time, what Can I rebrand the color of, or the dressing style of Lord Rama? That is a strategy. And do you know what is the result? From 30 tins of Coke sold per day till 191 millions of tins a day. 1.91 billion tins a day. They have grown. One of the biggest companies in the world. That is strategy, innovation, creativity. Isn't it? So winning over competitor is the most important thing for you. How to win? You have to develop ideas. So how to win? How to win? You need to develop ideas. You need to develop processes. You need to develop procedures. You need to develop various plans. You need to be innovative. You need to be creative. You need to do all these things. Strategic management will help you to be up to the date, get ready for the future also. So my primary intention, strategic management's primary intention is one, adapt or to anticipate the changes that come in future. Get ready for it. Adapt to the environmental changes. Adapt to the environmental changes. This is one. Two is win over the competition. Get more and more market share. Build brand. This is two. Improve efficiency. Improve productivity. Improve profitability. Improve efficiency. Improve productivity. Improve profitability. Now you'll be damn surprised and appreciate if I say one is done at corporate level, two is done at business level, three is done at functional level. This is how you should understand various levels of strategic management. So one will be done at top level. Ratan Tata will do that. You cannot do. Two will be done at business level. For example, Tata Motors. Ratan Tata will not think, "Arey yaar, Honda is manufacturing excellent cars. How come Tata cars will beat Honda cars?" Is not the headache of Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata will not think about any business. He thinks about the group. He thinks about the direction. He thinks about corporate mergers and acquisitions. Should I take over Land Rover, Jaguar Land Rover or no? That call will be taken by Ratan Tata and his team of board of directors. Tata Motors cannot decide. We will take over Jaguar Land Rover. No, your boss will decide. Not decide. Tata Motors board of directors, being the business level directors, they should think on how can I beat Hyundai car? How can I beat Honda car? How can I beat Maruti car? How can I beat Kia Motors car? How can I beat MG? How can I beat that? How can I beat Volkswagen? This is your job. Win over the competitor. That is business level. If you are production manager, how can I control the inventory? How can I control the production scheduling? How can I control the cost management, quality management, inventory management, storage, logistics, all these things you'll think of. If you are a production design engineer, then you think of how can I develop an engine which is more fuel efficient? How can I develop an engine which works better than my previous engine? So your focus will be on quality. Your focus will be on control. That is third level management. So now you tell me how many levels of management are there? Hello. There are 3 levels of management. Who are they? What are they? Corporate level, 2, business level, 3, functional level. Now you tell me, strategies are formulated at which level? Strategies are formulated at which level? This is the question. Vrinda is saying top level, Sanuja is saying corporate level, Sandeep is saying all levels. Strategies are formulated at all levels. Idiots, in your syllabus, corporate level strategies are there, business level strategies are there, functional level strategies are there. Idiots you are. Still you are saying corporate level strategy only, sir. Strategies are formulated at all the 3 levels. You understand? Hello, everybody. Do you understand? Okay. Now, serial number, level of management, strategy. Now, you tell me, serial number 1. Level management. Top level management. So it is a pyramid. Okay, basically it is a pyramid. If you look at it, it will be like this. If you look at this, it will be like this. Thanks to Google, what not you can do today. Yeah, you can do anything and everything today using Google. Okay. So this is the image. Look here. Top level managers, middle level managers, first line managers, line managers. You can say functional level or operational level managers. So top level managers, they set the objectives, they scan the business environment, they plan and make business decisions, top level decisions. Then comes middle level managers. Middle level managers, more about allocation of resources. More about allocation of resources. Okay. And oversee first line managers. Report to top management. Develop and implement activities, and then first line managers, coordination, supervision, control, report to middle level. They are involved in day-to-day operations. And how many of you know Ramayana? I know Ramayana, Mahabharata better than FM and SM. Okay, so I studied a lot. In Ramayana, there is a character called Kumbhakarna. You know, guys, anyone knows Kumbhakarna? Now everybody is Kumbhakarna. Everybody in the class is Kumbhakarna. You eat like that, you sleep like that. Ravana calls Kumbhakarnan and says, hey, go and fight. So Kumbhakarnan goes to fight. Then he asks his minister, hey, with whom I should fight? Then he sees Hanuman. Hanuman is a Rudravataram, okay? He is from Lord Shiva, no? Amsa, Shiva Amsa. When you know you are Rudramsa, you become like a Hulk. You know, this Hulk character is there, no? In Marvel movies. That Hulk is a normal human being. When he is mad, he'll become gigantic and he'll make the life of people miserable. He can take a human being and he can bang onto the wall and squeeze the shit out of you. There are few characters like that, okay? In Ramayana, that Rudramsa is this Lord Hanuman. In Mahabharata, it is Ashwadhama. Ashwadhama is Rudramsa. So he can also become Hulk. All these Marvel stories are taken from Ramayana Mahabharata only, okay? Openly, they told it also. Thor, if you see his mace, the Gada, no one can lift. That is from Bhiman, no? Okay, and one guy will be there with bow and arrow. That is taken from Rama, no? And one guy with that Captain America is with that shield. That is taken from this Lord Vishnu. And one Garuda. In Avatar, that animal is there, no? That bird, big bird. What is that? It is inspired from Garuda. That in the interview, director himself told it is inspired from Ramayana. That is the reason he has put the name Avatar. Avatar. What is Avatar? Rama Avatar, Krishna Avatar. So he has taken the name also. And the color of the hero, blue, is inspired by Rama. Rama's color is blue, no? Nelameka Syama we call. And the gigantic, big shape, that is also taken from Ramayana. Because those days, people were 22 feet height. Normal. Rama was considered to be 32 feet height. So when they read, maybe they have taken the characters from there. That is a different story. Okay. So when Kumbhakarna comes, Kumbhakarna is very big in shape, isn't it? He sees, hey, who is this guy? He's crazy, mad, like a Hulk. He's killing, demons like left and right, Rakshasas. Who's this guy? Then the minister says, Prabhu, this is the same guy who came and has put whole Lanka on the fire. Oh, this is the guy. This is the guy who jumped the ocean, saw that Sita is here in Ashokavanam, and he went back and he, carried all these people here. Shit, then I will fight and I will kill him, Kumbhakarna says. The next sentence from Ramayana will create a mental assault on your brain and you will be like, what? The minister tells Kumbhakarna, you cannot fight him, not because he is powerful, he is grade 4. He is grade 4. Even if you fight with him also, it is an insult to you. Insult to you. 2. Even if you kill him, war will not stop. Strategic levels. Clearly says, it is clearly written that Hanuman is a 4th level person in that army. He's not level 1. He's not level 2. He's not level 3. Interestingly, he's in level 4. So if you fight with a level 4 guy, even if you kill him, war will not stop. You kill level 1 or 2, war will stop. Then Kumbhakarna asks, Chalo, tell me, what is their strategic positions? Then the minister says, Prabhu, that guy you can see, no, there, that handsome hunk, that guy's name is Rama. He's level 1 guy. Level 1. Level 2. Can you see this guy, His name is Sugriva. He's level 2. Can you see this guy? Lakshmana. That guy is also level 2. So you hit Rama, you defeat him, war is over. You defeat Lakshmana, war is over. You defeat Sugriva, war is over. Then level 3. This Angada, Jambavan, this kind of people. Hanuman is not even a troop leader. There is no hierarchy for Hanuman. So it is like, maybe trial and error. You go and kill people, that's all. He's actually soldier level, level 4. Then Prabhu, all remaining people are level 4. That means, see, even in mythologies, how strategically they defined. Even when you look at Mahabharata also, Sri Krishna is the chief of strategy. On the other side, for Pandavas, for Kauravas side, chief of strategy is Sekuni. Here, chief of strategy is Sri Krishna. Their chief of strategy is Sekuni. Here, chief of army. Can you tell me who's the chief of Pandava's army? Any idea? Sir, strategic management only we cannot understand. Arjuna, no. Chief of army is not Arjuna. Okay. I think it is Draupadi's brother, correct? Drishtadyumnudu we call. And there is only one chief for the whole fight. But here, unfortunately, the chief of army is initially Bhishma Pitamaha. But on 11th day or 12th day, they have hit him and he's on the Dampasaya. So resigned. Then it will be Dronacharya. Killed. After Dronacharya, there were so many other people. Then for a part, it is Karnan. After Drona, it is Karnan. After Karnan, it is Selya. After Selya, it is, I think, Kritavarma. No. After that, it is, at last day, it is Ashwadhama. So here, 5-6 people are there. Why? Because the head is killed. So you need second head. But the other side, you do not even know who is the army chief because the soldiers are that strong. The next level is that strong. So when you prepare, this triangle for that Ramayana and Mahabharata, on the top, who will sit on the top? Not first level. Second level guy will sit on the top because first level guy will sit in corporate office boardroom. They will not come and fight unless it is required. Unless it is required, they will not come. Ravana did not come on day one, no. Ravana comes at the end. So corporate level managers also, like, this Mukesh Ambani, he will not come and do anything, any function on the ground level. He will sit in the corporate office. They set the objectives. They observe the business environment. They plan and make decisions. Top level people. Middle level people, allocation of resources, that will be in the hand of Katappa. That will not be in the hand of Bahubali. Katappa decides how to allocate resources. Nice, no? Oversee the first line managers. Who are first line managers? These people, functional people. So basically there are 3 levels: top level, middle level, lower level. Okay, now when you write top level people, they develop corporate strategies. Guys, can you tell me how many corporate strategies are there? Hello? Can you tell me how many corporate strategies are there? No answer. 4. What is that? Stability, expansion, retrenchment, combination. You remember these 4 names? Hello? All of you remember these 4 names? Hey, idiots, say yes or no. 2. What is 2? Business level. These are called business level strategies. Middle level, you call it middle level or business level. You call it business level strategies. Harsha is saying she never heard this 4. How come? They are very important. So don't worry. We'll see. The 3rd, 4th chapters are there. No, I'll teach you. Don't worry. Business level strategies. Business level strategies. Excellent. Correct. No. Market development comes in expansion only, ma. Business level strategies are cost leadership strategy, differentiation strategy, focus strategy. These are business level strategies. Market penetration, market development comes as a part of expansion. In that expansion, again, intensification, diversification will be there. In intensification, market penetration will be there, product development will be there, market development will be there. In diversification, related diversification will be there, unrelated diversification will be there. In related diversification, vertical integration will be there, horizontal integration will be there, concentric, conglomerate diversifications. Okay, so vertical integration, again, backward integration, forward integration will be there. All these things we'll see later. Don't worry. Then what is 3? Lower level or functional level. It is called functional strategies. Functional strategies. Okay, tell me some functional strategies. Hello. Tell me some functional strategies. Marketing. Very good. Marketing. Then production, then finance, then logistics, then R&D. Logistics, R&D you can put under production only. Logistics and R&D are part of production. Okay, then human resource. These are functional strategies. That's all. Tan, 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 tan. We'll put a beautiful color. Super table ready. Are we clear so far? Can we move further, guys? Okay. Chalo, let us go back to our beautiful ICA. Okay, this one. Okay, so Sanuja, can you read this?
Up to where, sir?
You keep reading, I'll tell you.
Okay. A typical dictionary defines the word strategy as something that has to do with the war and ways to win over enemy. In the context of business, the application of this term is not much different. Businesses have to respond to dynamic and often hostile external forces while pursuing their mission and objectives. Policy and strategy are quite interrelated, but the interesting thing to study is how they differ. Where a policy
now,
is a
look
top
here.
for a particular
For
situation,
example,
or what should
1 second, ma. 1 second. See, have you seen Pepsi and Coke doing a price war? 20% discount, then other product also says 20% discount, 25% discount, other one says 30% discount, 35% discount, other one says 40% discount. Jio started the fight with price war, correct? Jio, when it entered India, it started with price war, free. But some companies, whatever the level of competition they have, there will be a policy. I will not reduce my price. Full stop. I will not reduce my price. That is a policy. That is a policy. Coke tin is 30 rupees. Pepsi tin is 30 rupees. I will not reduce it by 1 rupee also. I will not bloody sell it at 29 rupees. Never. Never. Then how can we win over the competition if I'm not reducing the price? Reducing the price is actually cheap. Reducing the price is actually cheap. Maybe in third world countries that works, but in developed countries, it never works. In US and UK, you can never, reduce the prices to sell more. They work with a, different ball game. What they do, if they want to fight, what they do, they will give 10% more. Same bottle will be there. Here you will see 10% more. But I will not reduce 30 rupees to 29 rupees. I will not reduce 30 rupees to 29 rupees. Maybe 300 ml, I'll give 10% more. I'll give 330 ml now. Have you seen this? Yes. Have you seen Pepsi bottle? 10% more quantity. Chips, Lays, 10% more quantity. 20% more quantity. That you will see. Why? My per packet revenue should be 30 rupees. It cannot be 29. If you want, I'll give more. Or buy Pepsi, I'll give you less packet free. That also you see. That is called piggybacking. But of course, not related to you. That comes in international marketing strategies. But never reduce the price. That can be your policy. Now, look here. For example, the policy of an organization could be not to drop their prices to fight the competition. If you are a clothing apparel company, what you do, price of this shirt, 1,999. I'll not give 10% offer also. But if you want, I'll give you a gift voucher. If you want, I'll give you 1+1. But my revenue cannot be less than 1,999. If you want, I'll give complimentary, some purse I'll give you, or some belt I'll give you, or something I'll give you. But I'll not reduce the price. To fight competition, I'll not reduce the price. This is a beautiful policy. Actually, companies should follow this. But Pavan sir, then how can we compete? Give more quantity. In Lays packet, reduce air, increase chips. Lays basically you are buying air. When you buy air, few chips complimentary they'll give, correct? This packet is air only now. So for same price, give more or give a freebie. Give a freebie to attract the customer without dropping price. This is your policy. You understand? Now, underline this. Strategy talks about how the policy would be followed. Pavan sir, I have a policy. Now, how the policy should be implemented. How the policy should be implemented. That strategy will tell you. Now you understand the linkage between strategy and policy. So policy and strategy are interrelated, but there is a difference. They are interrelated, but not same. You understand it? Okay. Sandeep?
Yes, sir.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
Now write down in your notes. Put the heading strategy. Write this. Strategy is a long range blueprint. Strategy is a long range blueprint. Strategy is a long range blueprint of long range blueprint of an organization's desired image. An organization's desired image, comma, direction, and destination. Direction and destination. That is in the next line, write down A. That is A. What it wants to be. A. What it wants to be. B. What it wants to do. B. What it wants to do. and see where it wants to go. A, what it wants to be. B, what it wants to do. C, where it wants to go. These three things will be, given by strategy. Why Facebook changed their name to Meta? There is a clear understanding in his mind that, from just, social media platform, communication platform, we are migrating to a data management and bigger platforms. That Meta includes everything, including cryptocurrencies. So he is taking that to a different plane. It is just no more, social media, interacting with people, communicating with people. No, it is much beyond now. They are into data management. Okay. So then they have given some, definitions by big people. Just all of you read this too. No need to write in your notes. Just read this too from there. Then we'll move further. Again, this para is very important. All of you read this para. Are you done? Guys, once you are done, let me know. Can we move further? Okay, so they have given some, about strengths, weaknesses, blah, blah, blah. You can read these two paras later. Strategy is not a substitute for sound, alert, and responsible management. Underline. This is given. You should have ICI book also in your hand. Okay. This can be given as a true or false. This can be given as explain. Strategy is no substitute for sound, alert, and responsible management. True or false? See, strategy can never be perfect. Okay. Strategy can never be optimal or flawless, but it will give you some direction. Simply because study plan is there in your hand, will you pass CA Inter? No. You have to implement also. You have to implement also. So strategy adds to responsible management, but it cannot substitute responsible management, isn't it? For example, it is like, robot. You have a robot. Robot cannot replace you. Robot can help for you, or it can work for you. Okay. Now this we are done. In large organizations, strategies are formulated at corporate level, divisional level, functional level. So I'll not speak anything. All of you read this para. So Sandeep, read this para, ma.
Corporate strategies are formulated by the top managers. Such strategies include the determination of the plans for expansion and growth, vertical and horizontal integration, diversification, takeovers and mergers, new investment and divestment areas, R&D projects, and so on. These corporate-wide strategies need to be operationalized by divisional and functional strategies regarding product lines, production volumes, quality range, prices, product promotion, market penetration, purchasing sources, personnel development, and like. This is discussed in detail in further separate topics.
So corporate level strategy, next chapter is there. Now, very important question. Strategy is partly proactive, partly reactive. So write down in your notebook, important question. Strategy is partly proactive, partly reactive. Put a star mark. Very important. Strategy is partly proactive, partly reactive. Okay, next question. Next question. Benefits of strategic management. Definition and benefits of strategic management. Next question. Limitations of strategic management. Benefits of strategic management. Limitations of strategic management. Benefits, limitations. Okay, then the strategic levels in management already, levels in organization already we have seen enough, that corporate level, middle level, lower level. Now we'll take a quick break. Okay, we'll take a 10 minutes, 15 minutes break, but you have to read these 3 questions before we come back. Okay, okay, so this session 1 I'm stopping now. Session 1 I'm stopping now. You have to read these 3 questions, then we will start discussing about this 3. Okay,